All right, welcome back. We resume the conversation right here on Pittsburgh CW, the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on the Borders and Borders Hotline, 412-575-2600, or on Twitter at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG. So let's get it going here. We're going to go out to Rob in the Hill District. Hey, Rob, how are you?
Hey, Bob. Hey, listen, next year for the Steelers, man, if the season ended like it ended this year and they had the same record and they got a second-round bye, I don't care, man. The last game of the season, don't rush, Ben. Don't rush don't rush them, man. You just gotta take that chance, man, because every time we come off of like a long layoff like that, we don't get it together to the second half, man. We start off sluggish, man. Play the people, man. I think
some people agree with your point.
No, I know. It's a tough call. 3 weeks off between games is a long time, and that's what Ben had. Brown was hurt, so he doesn't count, but that's what Bell had. DeCastro, Pouncey. It's a tough call. But you don't want one of those guys to get hurt either.
No, you don't. We have this in Hank Bowler on Twitter. He says, Bob, I said some years ago when Pitt was whining about Jamie Dixon here at Pitt, we lost him. Look at Pitt basketball right now. Jamie is winning at TCU. He's doing a very good job. But that program had not even gone to an NCAA tournament in like 15 years. It's his alma mater. I think he sensed the opportunities Ron suggested. They both knew it was time.
It was time.
And so he went, and he's doing a heck of a job. There's no doubt in his second year what he's done down there, and he's gotten people back to the arena. He's very good at that, Ron. He is.
Well, they still haven't made the NCAA tournament. They won the NIT last year, right? No, he's a great coach. I like Jamie a lot, but I think he got stale here a little bit. The move to the ACC for Pitt, they had to go for football, but it hurt the basketball program. I had no problem letting him move on. Now, is Kevin Stallings the right guy? That's to be determined. You still got to give the guy a shot. A year and a half in, it certainly doesn't look like the right call, but you still got to give him a little time.
So we have Jay Shreve on Twitter who doesn't like what we're doing here, Ron. He says, why are you and me and all the Pittsburgh media such Mike Tomlin blank? Tomlin is the worst coach ever, is what he says.
Yeah. If Tomlin would get fired tomorrow, he'd have no trouble getting a job. Other teams would fire their coach to hire him.
All right, line 2 we go. It's Jeff in Bloomfield. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Hi. I want to talk to you about two things. If I have time, I also want to ask a Pirates question.
Well, that's too much. Go ahead. Roll it quick.
But okay, about the Steelers. Tomlin should be thrown under the bus for how he mistreated James Harrison this entire year, culminating with the Patriots game where he didn't even sniff the field.
Right. I agree. Wrong. I agree that was the wrong move.
He's a leader. He has intangibles. He could have made a lot more impact on
than
some of the current linebackers that they had playing ahead of him. And I also was wondering how come they never thought about trying to bring back Lawrence Timmons when Timmons said he would like to come back to the Steelers.
It was a price issue, and they went on, and he got a deal in Miami, and they believed what they had in Vince Williams. It's a simple.
And they would have been okay if Shazier hadn't got hurt.
Yeah, that was a big loss, no doubt.
Absolutely.
And they could not replace him. No matter what they did, they didn't have anyone. Nope. And then it happened to Matakevich. His replacement gets hurt and is out for the year. Gil in Washington. Hey, Gil.
Yeah, how you doing today?
What's up?
Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I was calling about I was reading an article in the Washington paper yesterday that in '97, Flitch, I think his name, how you pronounce it, I don't know, the coach. He was the coach down at Arkansas State. And he had another coach working for him named Tomlin, and the other coach he had working for him was called Butler.
Okay.
Yep, they've had a background together, absolutely.
All right, let's move along. We got Jeremy in Heidelberg. Hey, Jeremy, what's your question tonight?
Hey, Bob. Hey, Ron. I'm just thinking, I don't think the Penguins can actually make the playoffs without a big shakeup. And I'm just wondering what you two think. What would you suggest maybe what they could do?
I think it's going to be a trade. I don't know how big you can go. Who are you going to trade? Is Ian Cole considered a big shakeup, Bob?
No, but somebody would like him. But you're not going to get what you need, I don't think, there. You say big shakeup. I don't know if I'd go that way.
I think they played pretty well in January.
They did. But I will say this. Unlike the Western Conference, which is filled with teams that I think are capable of going on runs, look who's behind the Penguins right now. You have teams like Carolina, who's in here, and yes, they've beaten the Penguins twice this year.
Tomorrow night.
And you have other teams that I don't think have. The New Jersey Devils, I think, will come back. They lost tonight, got shut out at home. Now, all these teams have games in hand on the Penguins. So I think, Jeremy, that's an issue. But I still think there's plenty of hockey. The way they're playing, even on that West Coast swing run, did you agree? I thought they played pretty good hockey, even though they lost 2 of those.
Yeah, I think they're playing much better. You know, you got to make the playoffs, get hot at the right time. But I would expect some trades to be made by Jim Rutherford. I just don't know how. Who are you going to trade? Who are you going to trade in a major trade? Sherry, maybe?
Yeah, but people don't like the $3 million attachment there, and who knows? We got to take a break here. We'll come back and discuss it further right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.